we got quite a lot of information in the last episode. And hopefully time isn't quite as set as it seems. But I'm going to get through this introduction quite quickly, because I know that none of you actually really care to listen to the intro. It is quite nice that we have this introduction of a time machine, time traveller, someone else to at least help out, rather than Ocarina just stumbling around not really knowing what to do each time. I know that we have to at least do something to alter the timelines drastically enough, but I'm not sure as to what this big change needed could be referencing to, which would be fun to find out. And is this 1% divergence circulating around Mayushi and her not dying? Or are they completely separate entities? And if her fate is somewhat sealed in this bundle of timelines, is that the same for everyone else as well? Great. It's always nice to hear alarms. Quite a few futuristic films and whatnot usually devolve into dystopian nightmares. What's that? Stun? Flash? It was a non-lethal grenade. It's good to see that her father left her. Nice. It's good to see that this 2030 whatever future doesn't do the same thing as like Back to the Future did with, oh, we've now got flying cars in the year 2015. Apart from the time machine aspect, it was just a normal looking city. Most. In its current state, maybe, but also in contact. Well, we did see her using the PC in the past, whatever episode that was. Yeah, he's not great at holding secrets or keeping things subtle. The probably extenuating circumstances that you don't know. Obviously, we would like to say what our ideals would be now, and that we'd never do something, but I mean, it's not really to be much surprised about there, is there? Why 75? What, theirs? So they... So due to Ocarin's phone and microwave... Huh, so he's the introduction to his own destruction. You can't say anything for sure because we don't know how they're connected, but... So, everything seems to be rather conveniently surrounding them all, isn't it? And that kind of warning beep is quite synonymous. Of course, we can't have things go easy for us, so yes, the time machine is broken. Why would the flashlight... Whatever. You see a guy standing in a room and just ignore it straight away. I mean, the fact that they just went along trying to chase him like that... I mean, what else are they supposed to do, truly, but... In her current form, she hasn't done anything to betray trust, so... Can you hold her accountable for what her future actions? And if only she had cleaned away her grappling hooks. And emerged into the building. To think that a time machine... To think that a time machine can be thwarted by a little rain. Yeah, they've got quite some things going through his mind right now. She was so looking forward to a party. It's quite heart-wrenching for him, isn't it? Would you want to know the date of your own demise? If you can't do anything about it? Exactly, you just keep redoing the 48 hours. I was trying to think of another word for it, but if you can redo something infinite amount of times, then you can figure out how to pretty much fix anything in that time. Photoshopped? How do you Photoshop reality? It's good that we didn't go through the whole getting them to understand that he's come back from the future with memories, etc. Of course you would ask for something like that, Dara. And with that, I'm guessing that Dara understands the seriousness of the situation. Huh? Is that like a... If she's meant to be going back to 75, then is there like a limited time event going on where he wants some merchandise? Sure. Well, supposedly, apparently. Do your best, Mayoshi. It's extra reason why you need this to succeed now, isn't it? As if it wasn't enough already. Well then, if I'm correct, I believe he's closer than you realise. If the construction of the time machine is strangely close to the phone microwave, if it's 2010 now and they go back to 75, then it'll be a child. Or to find some... If we had... Apart from Google, we don't really have a convenient way to find the origins of objects and whatnot. So it's like a drone with a camera. So if you could find a way to stabilize the camera... What a stupid way of conducting the things. while you're working on it, 0 point something. You don't just start at 2 point whatever. Do your best, Darrow. Are there questions you want answered, though? Of course he would be. He's always against the organisation. That's probably why. Probably why he went on to create this organisation, because he couldn't do anything about the about Mayuri. Just going around asking people. But the thing is, if that's from the future, then what it's relating to might not even exist at this current state. Ah, poor cat, doesn't even know. I am mad scientist! Son of a bitch! Probably. Is it bad to assume that someone doesn't know the language just based on their looks? And why was his point of view got like a fisheye lens? Oh, 2010. So I suppose, fair enough. I looked over that. But he's not just going to leave her out in the dark. And she's... Huh? Is... What? Why are there dogs all over? Well done, Mayuri. Very, yeah. Very helping. Was that English? Hmm. Well, if you start saying that someone was involved in a kidnapping, if the police don't have a record, of course they're going to look into it. Unless it's obviously a joke or waste of time. What's happened now? Really? God damn it. News spreads fast. But I guess that might be a good thing if the news of the kidnapping spread that fast, then the badge might have also. He was able to make the phone microwave, so. Why did you just slither out of the... Bad proposition. I mean, it's not really making it subtle, is it? Is it only fit for a single occupant? Seems quite large. And in the short amount of time that she's been here, she wants to save Mayuri as well. Well, depending on how different the future is compared to now, with this dystopian aspect of it. Will she not be able to return from 75? That's kind of the plan so far. Mad scientist, so cool. Quite nice. How much time do you have, though? And you just leave her there. But his resolve to help her out as well strengthened quite a bit. Even as a mad scientist, he's not completely devoid of normal emotions and wish to help people out. With Makase going over to the CERN side and helping them develop the time machine, it probably was under some sort of duress, and I can't see that after learning the events, any particular reason why she would have to go and assist CERN in any way, if it wasn't for... Well, you know what I'm on about. Unless they had something on her. The issue here being that if Suzahara is to go back to 75 to stop CERN learning about blah 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 blah, we've got 10 episodes or so left. So it's not going to work. Something's going to happen. And with the amount of loose threads we've got, pretty much anything can... Well, and with time being a factor, pretty much anything can go ahead at this point. And in the grand scheme of things, finding her dad isn't exactly amazingly important as to saving humanity from its future, but on an individual level, it is quite... Well, it is definitely something that you'd want to know. I'm just hoping that she's not disappointed. And Ocarina being dead in the year 35 something. Yeah. Okay. It's probably, as the inventor of this original phone microwave time machine thing, him at least getting that far, it'd probably be quite good. And we've known that Chris Macasay, whatever, she's died several times now, hasn't she? She's been shot, stabbed, but some people don't have it very lucky, do they? I can understand what everyone means now by Steins Gate really picking up in the past few episodes, and that is definitely the case. However, the slow build-up to it really... it magnified the character building on why you should start being slightly invested, rather than just being straight up, oh look, everyone's in danger straight away and things are crazy. It started only with mild confusion, rather than what it is now. And I'm still enjoying it, and hopefully you are too. You can let me know if you are by liking the video and also commenting down below, both of which help the algorithm help me, which in turn would help you. So help yourself by liking the video. And of course, the only real way to make sure you don't miss any episodes, considering the likelihood of timeline shifting, is to hit that little notification bell as well. But honestly, with everything that's been going on, I think I'm going to take a well-deserved rest. You should too. See you in the next one.